Hey everyone, and welcome back to this new video. It's been so long since the last upload, but finally I'm back with a new video. And today it's a pretty special video as well, because it's a new LEGO warship MOC that I've built. I've really been into those old style ships lately, and yeah, I've had a lot of fun building it, and this is probably the best one I've built so far. And pretty exciting, it's also for a MOC contest. It is for the LEGO Brits 10k subscriber special MOC contest. And yeah, I'm very excited to participate. So LEGO Brits, if you're watching, massive congrats for the 10k, and I really hope you'll like the video. So let's get right into the showcase, shall we? So here she is. I call it the HMS Aurelian, named after one of the coolest Roman emperors to ever exist. And yeah, it is a 5th-rate frigate, which is a certain class of ship that has about 32 cannons. But my version only has 26, but we don't have to dwell on that. So yeah, let's take a look at all the tiny details. Okay, so let's start off at the top of the ship with the sails and the masts. So at the top you can see some little flags, and they are consistent of a dark blue and gold coloring. And I think that's a pretty nice color combination, which is probably the main color combination of the entire ship. But yeah, here you can see some of the yard arms that are attached to the mast, and they're made of pretty basic pieces. That little ball goes through that tiny, little sail hull thingy, and yeah, it works. And this is a little crow's nest, along with the crewmate. You could just see the lookout. The mast continues all the way to the bottom of the deck, and here we've got the back mast, the mizzen mast I think you call that, and it's got the cool sail there. And it is able to be moved side to side, which is fairly nice, and the string kind of goes through that tiny little hole. And yeah, it's made of a nice thick paper. It's like sort of craft paper with a bit of texture, and I think that works fairly well. It looks quite nice. So let's take a few of the sails off so we get a little bit more of a better look at the deck. At the front you can see the bowsprit along with the figurehead and the little gold details. And the figurehead is Emperor Aurelian, and he's made of like the Sensei Wu golden minifigure from Ninjago City. There you can see the capstan with working anchors on both sides, which is fairly nice. And right there we have a little 8-pounder cannon, and it's a pretty nice design in my opinion. It works like that, that's how it's built, and it works really well. We have I think 8 of those in total on the ship. There we have a little barrel with some guns, and yeah, here we have 2 more crewmates, a marine and a sailor, and they are working the cannon, as you can see, and I used some ice cream pieces for smoke. Here we have another sailor. He's got a musket in his hand. This is the way to get down into the ship, into the hold, and it's got a little ladder there, some cannonballs, and there's another marine who's carrying a few cannonballs to the other guys who are working the cannon. Some more barrels over there, and yeah, it's got some swords, and yeah, some more cannons, and there's another sailor, and he's firing off the other cannon, and yeah, I think he looks quite nice. So moving on, right here we have another marine, and he's carrying a cannonball and one of those pokers. I don't know what to call them. This is the ship's bell, along with a little railing leading to the helm, and there's the captain of the ship. Little look at him, he looks very cool in my opinion. And yeah, it's a double helm, which I quite like as well. They spin independently, by the way. Here's some more 8-pounder cannons and a little sitting area for the captain with a treasure map. And here's another officer who's firing off 2 more cannons. So yeah, that's what he looks like. Then yeah, I also want to give you a pretty good look at the side of the ship's walls, if that makes sense, along with all the cannons, the 12-pounders. And I think this looks really beautiful, especially from this angle. So yeah, I'm very happy with the full broadside, as you can see. It looks quite nice. And this is the other side with all of the cannon ports covered with the little tan flag pieces. And I think that looks really, really awesome too. I really like the color contrast it provides. But yeah, here's the stern. It's got a little lantern there and some cool angling. I really like the decorations here and this view, especially from the back, I really love. But yeah, here you can see some of the golden leaves and the curls and the nice windows. Looks very cool in my opinion, and it's angled a little bit too, and I think that adds a really neat effect. And then right there is the King's Colours flag, the old British one, and yeah, I think that looks really nice too. So here's the full ship. So let's take a look at the interior right now. So you can take these main 3 bits off, and it's very easy to do so. And there you get a kind of a view of the interior. It's got the 12-pounders there on little wheels, but more importantly, it's got a very stable structure for the masts. It's done with like arches and stuff. Very well, very sturdy. And these are the cannons on wheels, a little bit of the deck right there, and that's a hold, and there's some carrots inside, which I think is quite nice. So they're the trapdoor Lego elements. And this is the little captain's area, very nicely tiled off with some cool little details. And you can put a cannon there too to have the final cannon in place. And yeah, here's a last view of the deck. I think the deck looks fairly nice, so I wanted to show you all of the details all at once. So yeah, you get a little pan view right there. And yeah, I think it looks nice. So lastly, let's take a look at the crew. And right there you have the marine troops, the redcoats. Right there are some extra sailors, and that's the captain. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the entire ship. I really like it, especially on like the blue sheet cover thingy. It looks like actual water. And honestly, I can't wait to see this ship go against my other like Dutch ship that I have. Yeah, you'll see it in a tiny bit too, but I'll save that for a later video where I want to combine all of the ships into like one cool video, along with a little colony build. But yeah, that's the ship I'm talking about. I really want to see that square off. And there's one more boat, but you'll get to see that in, I think, 2 weeks. So another English ship, so you'll have that to look forward to. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.